What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get better as a Pop 1 player in VR if you're just starting out, or if you're like trying to get a little bit more advanced with your aim, and you can do it in training part. So here we go. The one thing that I recommend that any pro player do or new player do is, if you want to get better, if you want to kill more people, you need to know the meta. Every FPS game has a meta. So basically the metas for Pop 1 is basically going to be shotgun. In the sniper category, it's going to be op. In the pistol category, it is going to be Tech 9. For the ARs, what we're going to be working on is MK, FAL, and AK. We're not going to be working on SMGs, but MP5, P90, and UMP can basically be applied to all the techniques that I'm going to be showing here. Without further ado, let's get into the video. First meta we are going to be covering is the DT11, one of the most high damage yielding guns in Population 1, making it one of the best metas, arguably second place in damage and TTK, time to kill, and I'm going to show you how you can work on it. So basically with the DT11, what you're trying to do is hit all your shots. You have two shots, both for 96. You're trying to get accurate shots, consistent shots, and get your recoil down. So basically what you can do is come over to this guy over here and you can just shoot him. This guy is basically the same size as an opponent that you'd be shooting against, so you could practice on him basically as a little like marker or indicator of like who you're going to be shooting at when you fight real people in actual lobbies. So you're going to try and basically get consistency in your aim and your reloads down. Another tip for the DT is you're going to want to work on reloading anywhere in a fight that you are possibly going to be in any situation. So for example, aiming up, straight up, aiming down, and while you're flying. You're going to want to be able to reload at any point, whether what direction you're looking at or what activity you're doing. So basically, if you're going to try and work on your aim looking up, you can shoot these lampposts. They're small enough for like to work on your aim, as well as you're gonna really want to work on that reload too. All right, and for flying, basically what you're gonna want to do is reload while flying and climbing. So what you can be doing: climbing, flying, reloading in the air, still shooting at this guy and using this sign as a means to improve. Basically just getting your strafes down and you're climbing while shooting at the guy, and trying to get speed and accuracy into the mix while you're doing so. The next meta you're going to be wanting to work on is the one and only op. High damage. If you're accurate with it, you can basically two-tap someone in under 2 seconds. Basically being an effective killing weapon against any opponent. You can also do it close and long range. So basically what you want to be doing is, there are two ways to shoot it. There's fast, and then there's slow and more controlled. These 6 targets up here are going to be used for fast and quick shots. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shoot all 6 targets in a pretty decent amount of time. Here for a long range, the targets in the back, you're not going to be really quick scoping these. You can if you want to, but in any like fight, it's not really going to be useful to quick scope, especially at this range, because you're just gonna probably miss and have a high likelihood of missing and constantly missing. So slow scoping, and you're gonna want to flick. You're gonna want to flick your aim. Another tip with the op is you're going to want to have your crosshair set pretty close to where you want to aim. So pretty much in a stance where when you're in your crosshair, you're pretty already close to your target. You're already aiming close to your target, so you don't have to flick as much when you are in the scope. And more steps for a quick scoping here. These targets in front, basically fast spawning. Now, just because you hit your target doesn't mean you actually hit it, so you're actually wanting to not see if you hit the white part, but the actual person. Right, so the next weapon on this meta list is going to be the Tech 9. Actually the best close-up, close-range gun with the fastest time to kill of any of the guns. So basically what you're going to want to do to practice it is you're going to always want to one-hand it and improve your aim doing this. If you don't want to one-hand it, you can two-hand it, but once you get good at that, you're going to want to be able to one-hand it and get your groupings pretty close and control that recoil. Here you should be able to aim and have good aim on all these ammo boxes. All your shots consistent, and further back too. You're gonna want pretty much that good of aim when you're fighting an opponent for the Tech 9. So the next gun to work on for metas is the FAL, pretty cool FAL skin. It is the second best, arguably the second best AR in the entire game due to its fire rate and its damage. Basically, what you're gonna want to do is you're wanting red. All right, you want to hit the red. You don't really want to hit yellow, because you're just wanting to get your groupings smaller. And basically, you're just trying to constantly control the recoil. That recoil is going to be up and down all over the place, so there is a sweet spot in the speed that you're gonna want to find to shoot the FAL more accurately. The next best meta you're going to want to work on is the MK18 due to its high damage and high fire rate. Basically, this is the best AR in the game at this moment. And basically, you really want to get that burst pretty much to a pinpoint aim. So a few tips with learning the MK. If you see that crosshair right there, know that your recoil is going to be higher than if you're scoped in. This is the difference between the recoil. The next AR on the list is the AK. It's probably the third best AR in the entire game. And basically it's there because of its high damage and its high fire rate. So a tip for the AK, when you shoot it, the recoil goes up, and then at the very end of your magazine, there's going to be a hook. So know that when you're shooting it, the first couple of shots is going to be pretty much straight on, but at the end, it's going to curve. So knowing that, you can learn your recoil. So once you get good at recoil control and aim with the guns up close to the targets, to improve your aim further, especially with the FAL and the MK, what you can do is come up to this little thing behind the spawn on the training park, and this basically makes the target smaller, and this helps out a lot, especially if you're trying to learn the FAL and the MK, where you're going to mostly be shooting people from far away, getting that distance damage. Getting your aim and your bullet groupings very close together is going to help a lot, especially when you got the recoil down to pretty much a T. Getting these like hits in from afar is going to improve the outcome in your favor of any fight that you take. So basically, you can strafe a little bit while trying to hit, switch up your movement, and basically just get all your hits in. This is not a meta, but it is a tip for the rocket launcher. Instead of shooting it and waiting for that rocket to reappear so you can reload it, what you can do is shoot it, double click your A button to put it in your backpack, and then bring it back out, and then be able to reload it. And it looks like this. And so that's pretty much how you can basically shoot the rocket a little more faster than the game allows you to. The next tip and the last tip for this video is basically with the frags. So when you look at a frag and see it blow up, it's not going to blow up at the very end of the red line that follows your grenade. Basically, it's going to pretty much blow up about 3 meters above where it ends. So basically, if you time it right and do it correctly, you should be able to have that frag explode right in their face, and it should look something like this. And that should hit his chest. Boom, like that. And you can also practice your banana peels.